Hello, everybody. How's everyone doing? Everyone ready?
Yes. No, I'm going to need a little bit more energy than that. How are we doing, New Orleans?
I mean, we're an hour out from the winner of the Bocuse competition here in Americas. I would expect a little bit more energy than
I'm
that.
just saying. But you know what? The second time around was really good. So we really appreciate you all for coming and enjoying the Bocuse d'Or competition here in New Orleans 2024.
Correct. So, who owns stainless steel cookware over here from the at-home consumers here in the crowd today?
You can just raise your hand. Go on. Okay, we got a few people here.
Well, if you didn't, or if you did work in a restaurant kitchen, you probably have seen it at least in there, right?
Oh, yeah.
But you want to know what? It is never made of 100% stainless steel.
No, that wouldn't make sense.
You want to know why?
Yeah, tell me.
Because if you put a flame under a stainless steel pan 100%, it's going to just heat that one spot.
Yeah.
And then the rest of it's going to be undercooked, overcooked maybe a little bit here.
You can't have
You're not
that.
going to make it to this tournament, put it that way.
Fair enough.
My name is Derek, and I'm the resident chef at Clad Metal Crafters, and we are the premier cookware sponsor to the Bocuse d'Or competition. And today I'm accompanied by...
Chef Sticks, private chef in New York City. I've worked all around so many different restaurants, and now I own my own catering company and just crushing the game.
Just a rock star.
I'm trying to be like you when I get older.
Oh, come on. Well, long story short, if you can't have a complete stainless steel pan, that means there's got to be something else inside.
Yeah.
So we are at a competition that's based upon Mr. Paul Bocuse. So, like a macaron, it's like a sandwich. So you have the two layers of the stainless steel. I'm not going to do it.
Eat it. What
I won't have the time to
He's
actually
playing.
talk then. But in the middle is where really the magic or the flavor comes from. So our founder at Clad was a metal crafter, and he really looked at everything as being bonded together, metals being bonded together.
Right.
So right here before you, we have 4 stainless steel pans that look pretty identical. But we are at the Bocuse d'Or competition, right?
As we are.
And details matter here. So when we talk about details, they might be seamlessly the same, but for instance, we'll start with our foundation over here, which is our tri-ply D3 technology. And you have stainless steel on either layer on the outside, and in the middle you have a layer of aluminum. And the reason why is aluminum is a great conductor of heat,
Right.
but it's not going to be able to be lasting a lifetime. So that's why you need that stainless steel over there to really get going.
Gotcha.
But just like innovators always do, they want to go one step further. So we created our D5 line, which of course you would then say is, how many layers you think?
5 layers.
5 layers. And you're going to have 2 layers of aluminum inside and another layer of stainless. And what that's going to create is the most even heat surface you could ever find.
I mean, that's music to my ears as a chef. I don't know about
yeah,
you.
of course. So what we did actually right before this whole thing, because we only got a little bit of time before you guys want to hear about the real winners here at the Bocuse d'Or.
Yes.
So we seared off some chicken thighs, and as you can see, perfectly even. And the reason why is our D5 is about evenness. You're going to get the most even browning surface you're ever going to find, and that's what it's all about. So what we have here now is we have a pan that was already cooking those beautiful chicken thighs in.
But look at that fond at the bottom of that layer.
Now, who says, one of the biggest myths about stainless, though, and you tell me if I'm wrong,
Yeah.
hard to clean, right? But
Can be.
one thing is, if you want to clean it, and at the same time, you want to do some talking, or you want me to do some talking?
I'm fully enthralled on the education steps here.
So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna throw some shallots.
Aromatics, okay, to the fond. Essentially what Derek is doing here is he's going to deglaze the pan with some aromatics to create a beautiful sauce that's going to accompany the chicken thighs that we've seared in the D5.
And you know what else we're gonna do?
What else?
We're gonna clean this bad boy so fast, so fast.
I can't wait to see.
We're gonna drop this in. We're gonna drop this wine in over here.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna turn the heat up a little bit.
So essentially, when you deglaze a pan with wine, it's going to take up all of that sediment that you see at the bottom of a pan after you pan sear it. Only with that, it brings forth so much flavor that you're getting from the chicken skin themselves that imparts itself into the sauce that we're making right now.
So look at that bottom already. You can see all that stuff coming out.
We don't need soap and water. We have a deglazer here.
And that's why, honestly, it's a huge myth that stainless is hard to clean. That's why people get intimidated by it. You don't need to be intimidated.
Oh, no, not at all.
So we're gonna add A little bit of stock.
A little bit of chicken stock, fortifying flavors, of course. And we really got to cook out that wine. We don't want that taste of alcohol to permeate the sauce. We want to just get the sweetness that the wine will lend itself to the sauce.
So we're gonna let this cook down for about a minute.
Yeah. But look at how fast this pan heats up on the induction.
If you want to look, it's actually beautiful once again at the bottom. It's really just the stainless. All that fond has been taken out, and it's coming into that sauce right now.
I'm quite excited to taste this sauce, to be honest. I'm very excited. So, of course, we're going to season our pan because what's cooking without seasoning? A pinch of salt or two. Two. Some fresh cracked black pepper. Let that reduce down a bit.
Are we ready for butter? Give it a couple more minutes.
We're going to give it a couple more minutes for butter. That butter is going to, one, be the best ingredient in this. Also, add a touch of richness and really create a beautiful sauce texture-wise.
All right. So now that we did all that, I'm going to add we're going to add the butter.
We got to add the butter.
As you can see, it's pretty quick. Because one thing about stainless is it's induction capable. So induction is pretty much like a magnet. It works super quick, and that's why it's actually perfect for this type of competition too. You're under a time crunch, so induction is really going to be your best friend here too.
I have to agree.
Looks like we're almost done over here.
Oh, yeah, we're getting there. Go for it.
Nice pot of butter. I'm going to turn off the heat.
And all that residual heat is going to help melt down the butter without cooking the jus too long. Wow, that looks gorgeous.
Quick.
Quick, easy.
Now, I think my pan is clean. I made a sauce for my chicken. I think we're pretty good here.
I think we're great here. And then we're going to pour it over the chicken thighs that's already been seared. Add some fresh parsley, some lemon juice to really spice things up. I mean, come on. That bright green to give a little bit of added freshness. That's what we like. Lemon juice for some acidity because sauce is all about balance. If you don't have balance, what do you have?
You got nothing.
Exactly. Beautiful sauce, chef.
So we got what's going to be, here, I'll finish this up. Why don't you take that beautiful red snapper that we got today from Nina Compton over at Bywater Bistro, who is actually one of the local committee today. Absolutely amazing chef herself. So we're going to swipe these chicken thighs all throughout this pan right now and let them really get all that flavor from the bottom over there into them. Thank you, chef. Sorry, we got a couple stick mics over here, so we're trying to work while talking to you guys. Beautiful chicken coming in. Beautiful chicken coming in. Now, copper is really all about precision cooking. So our copper core line gives you the benefits of copper. So copper, as amazing as it is, and has been probably the most creative and conductive copper conductor of heat since the turn of time.
Since the beginning, the dawn of time, indeed.
But one thing copper is not is induction capable. So when you sandwich that between two layers of stainless steel and another layer of aluminum, and another layer of aluminum, so you got 5 in there, what you're coming up with is the most precision cooking surface possible. And another big myth that's always been throughout test of time with stainless steel is that you can't cook delicate ingredients like a beautiful piece of fish in there. Well, we're going to showcase to you how we could cook this gorgeous piece of red snapper without letting that skin stick to the bottom. So I'm going to pour this off right over here. All this gorgeous sauce all over these chicken thighs. Wow. And I'm going to use this. What is?
I'd say tempering your meats. I think tempering when it comes to cooking is one of the most important steps in when you want to pan sear something. Tempering and making sure that we get a nice dry top, right?
Oh yeah, you always need that. Any moisture is going to really create a surface that's going to make it a little bit more tricky at the same time. So I want to show you something right now.
Okay, I'm ready.
Look at the bottom of this pan. We might have a little bit of that sauce left over, but all that sticky fond that was all over there in the beginning is all gone. And that took what? Oh, the clock's not on there anymore. So probably about 3 minutes time. And we were able to clean that pan, create a gorgeous sauce for this chicken right now. And voila. Oh my God, look how beautiful that is. So as you can see, when copper is really at its best, is it really is going to showcase how you could cook this delicate product like this gorgeous red snapper, and the skin still intact. That pan is beautiful, it's gorgeous, and one thing copper is elegant, just like you, Chef Six. Oh, I could go all day. So while she's finishing up that beautiful piece of red snapper, I wanted to talk about something brand new to All Clad. So about 7 years ago, our innovation team was really looking for a way to revolutionize the industry in regards to stainless steel cookware. Because copper, unfortunately, as amazing as it is, you might need a gym membership sometimes to actually work with it. It's pretty heavy. So what we were able to try to accomplish was using a core that has something that's never been used before, graphite. So normally graphite you would find in iPhones, electric cars, pencils, but never in cookware before. So graphite, I want to say one thing, and I want to repeat it a couple times. Graphite is a better conductor to heat than copper. I don't know the. Look, I'm not part of the innovation team, but what I do know is that it is a quicker conductor to heat, and it will actually cool down faster than copper. And it is lighter than any other line that we've ever created before here at All Clad. Yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous. And what you can tell is you have those dimples at the bottom of the pan over here, and that's when you know that these are the graphite pans compared to some of our other lines that we have. So why don't we get some beautiful, amazing scallops over here, the hardest sear you could ever find in no time at all. I'm gonna time you. Maybe a minute or two? What do you think? I mean, it's all about timing here. So if we're not gonna time ourselves, what are we doing? So I will say this, All Clad has created some amazing products that not only last our lifetimes, but we would look for them to pass down to the next generation, to our kids, to the next chefs, and so forth and so on. We work with some amazing chef ambassadors, such as two that are here today, including Gavin Kaysen and Nina Compton. And I think that's one thing that they've always been able to stress too. It's not only about them, but it's about their cooks. It's about the next generation of cooks coming up. And that's also what this competition is really about here too. It's about promoting young talent and really showcasing them to the world. So just like that, I think that that's what All Clad is about too. We're here, we're bonded for our lifetimes and also for the lifetimes of the next generation up to come. Oh my God, those are beautiful.
I mean, you better get some great seafood here in New Orleans.
I mean, we are down here. And you've seen some of the seafood they've been showcasing so far?
Gorgeous.
I mean, you can't get really any better than the stuff that they've actually created on the platters today and on the plate dishes over the past 2 days. I mean, come on, let's give it up for that at least. How are these teams over the past 2 days?
Fantastic.
Right? And how long do we have now? About 45 minutes until we're going to find out who's crowned over here at the Bocuse of America's competition? Come on. That's all you guys have for us today?
Let's hear it.
Come on.
Thank you.
So Six, how long have those been on there for now? About like 15, 20 seconds? And I got to tell you, I can already see the bottoms of them.
That Maillard reaction is beautiful.
It's amazing. So, like I said, graphite is quicker and better conductor than you'll ever find on the market today for stainless steel cookware. It's something that just is going to revolutionize the industry. And let's talk about this. If you're doing 200 covers a night in a restaurant kitchen, every second matters.
Very true.
Every second, right? So if you could actually sear something even 10 seconds, 20 seconds faster than before, that's going to save you a lot of time over the course of the evening. That means everything is going to come out faster, and your guests are going to probably be a little bit more happy, right?
Yes, indeed.
Here, why don't you tell me what you're seeing over there right now?
So what I'm seeing at the base is this beautiful Maillard reaction that the scallops have against this pan. So Maillard is where the sugar starts to kind of caramelize in the meats and cause that beautiful brown crust that we all love to see, like how we saw on the chicken, what we saw on the snapper, and on a really good steak that has that beautiful crust. And you need the heat, you need the fat, you need that dry skin, and that's how you get that perfect
And that's where we see it right now, right? Let's see what they're looking like.
Let's see. Oh, wow.
Oh, shit. Woo. Too hot? Is it too hot to handle?
No, never too hot.
I mean, that took less than a minute.
Less than a minute. Just need a little bit more fat.
Add a little bit more. You want a little butter on there, too?
Oh, let me get some butter, please.
Take this bad boy. That's some French butter, too, by the way.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Which part of France?
Do you know? The good one.
Gotcha.
Well, oh, my God. Butter-based time.
Butter base.
I mean, look how gorgeous those are becoming already. Whew.
Smells amazing.
But if you think about this stuff, lighter and faster, I mean, you really can't get much better than that. I mean, honestly, this is where cookware has to go, right? Because if you're trying to be an innovator and you're trying to find ways to bond metals together, you got to go one step further always. And this is it right here. This is the next generation. And that's what we're all about here at the Bocuse. We're here about the next generation of cooks, just like we are here at Clad, bonding for our lifetimes and the next generation to come. Look how beautiful those came out. Let me pull these for you.
Thank you,
Let me
Chef.
take this. I mean, so once again, we want to thank you so much for taking a couple minutes before you guys, really are gearing up for what's to come. And thank you, Chef Six.
No, thank you for having me.
It's been amazing.
This was the greatest 20-minute cook I've ever had in my life.
I don't even think that took 20 minutes.
No, not even.
I mean, how long were you been up here for? 15, 10?
Just about.
And I got to tell you, what we were able to create in that amount of time. You have precision coming from our copper pan.
Exactly.
So you had this beautiful, delicate fish that was able to be cooked to perfection. We had this beautiful, even piece of chicken cooked to perfection.
Oh, yeah.
And then you had those scallops.
The beautiful scallops.
How
right in front
fast
of
was
us.
that?
That was
So
quick.
honestly, the best pan really depends upon what you're trying to accomplish in the kitchen. Clad makes products that are going to last not only our lifetimes, but for the next lifetime too. So it's always going to depend on what you want to do.
Indeed.
All together, we're bonded for life. Thank you so much, and enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thank you.